Right, off home we go. Hopefully we won't get stuck too much in the traffic Friday afternoon. It's about 20 to 5, so managed to get out of work a bit earlier than normal. So let's see if it pays dividends. Fucking hate this island. A lot of people take the third exit without actually indicating, so you don't actually know that they're not going to take the first exit for me, second exit for them, and crash straight into the side of you. So there we are. It's a good island to get your knee down on though. Obviously at night when it's a bit more quieter. I've been I've been using an app called Fuely.com. Well, it's called Fuely, but their website's Fuely.com, same thing. I'll put a link in the subscription. I'd never heard of it until recently, but it would appear a lot of people have heard about it before me. So I've only done 2 fill-ups with it. You need to do 2 initial fill-ups for it to work out your MPG as such, and I did a second fill-up last night, and it worked out my average MPG is, I think it was 44.8, and that was a lot of city riding, because I commute every day from my bike. I don't really use it on the weekends. I'm in 5th gear now, doing 3,000 revs at about 29-30 miles an hour. So I'm really trying to see if I can push that up to maybe 55, something, I don't know. I think it'd just be interesting to see how much I can. It's probably a bit sad. You're probably thinking, fucking hell, I'm gonna turn this shit off. Fucking idiot. But I think it's quite interesting. If you watch my first vlog, you would have noticed I want to get a 600. I don't know really what it is, but people my age, for a 600, you get throttled on insurance. So I looked at the CBR 600s because I quite like them. I know they're popular, but they look quite nice. People always say they're very good. So, but it was over £1,000 insurance, which I'm not paying. I'm not paying that for insurance. And then the ZXR 600s, they're quite nice, but yeah, it's a nice car. Nissan Skyline, matte black. Yeah, ZXR 600s, but it's the same thing with the insurance. I can insure a 750 cheaper than a 600, but I don't really want to get a 750 because all I do is commuting, and I know people like Baron von Grumble and the likes commute on litre bikes, but I don't know, I can't justify all the tax and fuel and all that sort of stuff with it, So we are. So yeah, if you have any suggestions on good 600 sports bikes that don't cost the earth on insurance, be much appreciated if you left me a little comment so I could check them out. Now, 2 days ago when I first picked my camera up from work in its box and I hadn't fitted it, I was filtering here and I pulled in front of the car like so, and I actually looked at the driver and he looked at me, and then the lights changed to green and I went to move off just gently. There's no need to be aggressive in town, you know, fast acceleration, all that sort of shit. And he decided to undertake me, and upon undertaking me, cut me up and forced me into the curb. And I thought to myself, oh fucking hell, is this an ambulance? Where were we? Oh yeah, he cut me up before I was rudely interrupted by the fire fairies. He cut me up and I thought, oh, I could really give him a piece of my fucking mind here, you know. I was going to do the old clutch in and open up the revs on the bike and pull up and give him a nice piece of my mind, but I thought, no, just let it go, you know. Let's just concentrate on getting home. Can't be bothered with heated arguments, so I left it. Anyway, about 10 minutes later, and you'll see the island in a minute. Well, I'll point it out. I was going straight across, and there was a young man in a clapped out piece of shit waiting to go straight across on the other junction. And I was halfway across the island. He decided, instead of thinking, oh, I'll go before he starts to, you know, enter onto the island, he decided to go when I was halfway round, and he did all this wheel spin malarkey, and I thought, fucking hell, he's going to get into the side of me here, I'm going to be over the top of his roof, broken leg, you know, all the usual sort of stuff. So I fucking slammed on the brakes and nearly lost the bike because it was, you know, over on an angle at the time. I managed to save it, and he just stopped and he just looked at me as if to say, you know, what the fuck are you doing? And I just couldn't believe it. So in the space of 10 minutes, 2 people had tried to bloody kill me, you know. And I think what the problem is so many people nowadays go from, you know, 2 feet to 4 wheels. Nobody gets the bus anymore. Nobody cycles really that much anymore. And not many people who are young anyway are learning to ride motorcycles. I mean, out of all my friends at school, there's only 2 of us, including me, that went on to ride motorcycles. So people have little respect for motorcyclists, and it really pisses me off, I have to say, you know. I don't know what people think about us. I think they just think that they can sort of, you know, push us out of the way because they're in a car and they'll win in an accident, which they probably will, but it's not the right attitude. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw on the news recently, but there was a PCSO who lied 3 or 4 times about her story in the accident, and she was actually using her phone. By the way, this is the island that this chap decided to pull out on me. And she killed a motorcyclist, and they dropped all charges against it because the phone was on her lap and not, you know, against her ear, you know, around her head, which is just fucking ridiculous. Cheers for watching, guys. Comment, subscribe and like, and don't forget, make some suggestions about what bike to get next. Cheers.